Oh, I'm so excited for this one. This is the one that I've been wanting to try forever. I finally got it in the mail. This one is Stronger With You Freeze. Freeze. I have the other two here as well to do a straight comparison. I have the original and the intense version that I just got a couple weeks ago. I haven't really sprayed this one yet. I smelled this one before, but I will be doing a comparison for the Freeze to these two that have already been released. Which one of these are the best? Let's find out in this video. Yo, what's up guys? Tim here. Welcome back to another video. Today we have an unboxing first impression of Stronger With You Freeze. Now this one has a really cool looking frosted kind of bottle, which I love a good presentation. And that one looks sick. Hopefully it looks just as sick in person as it did in the advertisement photo, which can be a little bit misleading. So here's the box right here. I don't much care about the box, but I'm gonna open it now. Let's see. And inside here, let's look at it together. Is it good looking? Is it beautiful? Is it wonderful? And ooh, that's cool. It does kind of have the frosted look to it. It looks nice. I like it. I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan. It looks darker on camera than now. It looks really nice. In person, it looks really nice. Probably the best looking bottle I've seen recently in the fragrance world. It's just, the frosted look is just smooth. It's done extremely well. Now, let's get into the scent of this one. So Stronger With You Freeze. Let's spray. I really like the original. I recommend the original in my Valentine's Day list, so I really like the original. I tried the Intensely version a long time ago, and I like that one as well. And let's see if I like this one. Yeah, it's a fresher version. It's not just fresh though. There's a little bit of the spice in here. It's kind of tingly almost. It kind of reminds me of like a, what's it called? Pop Rocks? You know those little Pop Rock snacks that pops in your mouth when it sits on your tongue? It kind of has that poppy kind of vibe to it, like a cocktail. Yeah, like a nice, refreshing pop kind of cocktail freshness to it. And the top, and behind it all, you still get like a slight nuances of the original DNA. Let me remind myself again of the original. It doesn't have much of the original though. Not much at all. The original sweetness is strong, very just heavy sweetness. This one, not so sweet. It's more fresh. I like it. I think it has ginger in here, but I could be absolutely wrong. I did not look up the note breakdown on this one, but it has that kind of fresh, kind of spicy type of pop to it. So far, I like it. It's a kind of a departure almost to the original and the Intensely, because the original and the Intensely are like strong winter fragrance, you know? They're like heavy, sweet winter fragrance. This one is just summer, spring. Like it does not have a lot of the DNA of the original at all. The sweetness is just almost non-existent almost. Like it's here, you smell it in the background, but at the end of the day, when you smell this, it just doesn't have too much of that sweetness. It's a lot more about the freshness, about the freeze aspect of this one, which I think is pretty cool. I like it. I like this one. This one is actually one that I'm gonna wear today. I'm just gonna spray it on right now because I'm just curious. I think this is a win. If this thing performs, I think this is a win. If this thing performs at all, at any given capacity, if it lasts around 6+ hours, this is a winner. I really like this one. It's just so refreshing. Like it takes the sweetness and tone it down by a lot. It still has it in there, which adds a little bit of a complexity onto a very fresh scent like this one. The freshness is just so nice. Like I said, again, it's like a cocktail pop, kind of citrusy. Just, the freshness is so nice. The more I smell it, the more I just like it. Now I will say though, if you were to pick apart this fragrance nuance by nuance, you won't be too impressed by how they do each and individual notes that's in here. The kind of spicy freshness alone on itself might smell a little bit more familiar or a little bit too generic to you, but mixed in with the DNA, the fragrance as a whole smells nice. The composition as a whole smells nice. The sweetness on its own might be as generic as the same as the freshness, but together they smell like a very nice composition. And I thoroughly enjoy this one. Now, is this thing gonna be anything that's extremely groundbreaking, something that you have to grab right away? I would say, I want to say yes, but I know in my heart it's kind of like, it's an in-between. It's a really nice fresh fragrance. If you want something different for the summertime and springtime to wear, besides your regular fresh or green scent, this is really good. If this thing performs, it's really good. The creativity of this one, for me, it's not on par as Spice Bomb Fresh. Spice Bomb Fresh is just god tier creativity when it comes to fresh scents for the spring and summertime. Taking a deep DNA and turning it into a spring and summer DNA. Spice Bomb Fresh does that one of the best in my personal opinion. This one, not quite that tier, but it is really nice. I like how they just completely went another direction with these DNA while still retaining some of the parts of the original DNA, so it fits really well in the collection. It doesn't feel out of place in the collection for sure. It has enough of that DNA to fit in with the rest of the collection here. Oh, as it opens up now, it's getting warmer. Like the warmth is coming out of it. Oh, it's become less and less fresh. The spiciness, the tingliness is still there, but it's getting nicer. Oh my God, I can't believe it. It's actually getting nicer. And wow. I really like this one. First impression wise, color me impressed. I really like Stronger With You Freeze so far. It's gotta be one of my favorite new releases ever. I'm thoroughly just enjoying this one. Now, let me spray the Intensely and tell you guys the differences. I think it's gonna be the most different from the Intensely. The Intensely here is just strong, gourmandish sweetness, gourmandish rich sweetness. It's a far different version than this one. This one takes it in a very extreme winter territory. This one takes it in a more spring territory, not super summery, but along the line of more spring territory. So the original I would say is a fall and winter type smell. The Intensely is definitely a winter smell, and the Freeze is a spring or early summer smell. I don't know if I would wear the Freeze in a dead of heat in summer or not, because it does have a warmth to it. It does have a little bit of a spice feel to it. So it's a little bit thick, so I don't think I would wear this one in the summertime per se, but in springtime, I would wear it. I would actually maybe even wear this in the early fall time when it's not too cold yet. I might want to wear this one. The singiness now, 5 minutes in, it's starting to go away, and it's kind of revealing a warmth now, which is really nice. Such a cool transition from very fresh to like warmth. Now, in terms of which one of these do I prefer the most so far, that's really tough for me, because the original is one that I recommend for you guys in the Valentine's Day video, and I recommend that for a reason, because this is a really solid, well-rounded fragrance, has a really nice balanced DNA. It leans towards a little bit on the sweet side, but the sweetness is not overwhelming in a sense where it's like, it's annoying, like maybe a 1 million type of sweetness or an ultra mild type of sweetness that can come off very annoying at times if you wear it in the wrong situation. This doesn't really have that. It smells just like a really nice, well-rounded sweet fragrance, which is why I recommend it to you guys. It is still sweet, but it's a really nice type of sweetness, has a lot of warmth to it. This one, Intensely, I like the smell. Personally, I like the smell a lot because it has a gourmandish vibe, and you guys know your boy loves gourmand. So this one, I do like it a lot for the smell, but practicality wise, it's just not as practical as the original, because the original is already sweet. This one added a little bit more sweetness to it, a little bit more denseness with the gourmandish notes, just makes it a little bit too heavy-handed for practical usage, for my opinion. This one you can only wear probably in the dead of winter. This one you can still wear in the fall time. So not as practical, but the scent itself, in terms of just the scent, I like this one more than the original. But in terms of practicality, the original wins over the Intensely. But now with the Freeze, assuming the Freeze performs right, I would say this one fits right in between the two in terms of practicality. If I judge the fragrances by practical value, I would say the first one is still the most practical one, the most well-rounded scent so far. The Freeze to me right now, as it is on my arm, is also very, very practical, but it's more for springtime. It's less so for the summertime. I wish it has a longer lasting freshness, so it kind of covers the summertime and make this collection feel like a more complete collection that you can wear all year round. It's just not quite there yet. I feel like it's a more spring and fall fragrance still after the freshness kind of goes away. But it's still quite a practical fragrance. If it performs, it would be really good. And Intensely, this one is last, although it's my favorite in the smell department. Like I said again, it's just not as practical. So I would say number 1 is still the original, number 2 is Freeze, and number 3 is Intensely in terms of practicality. In terms of scent, Intensely is number 1, and these two, I have no clue so far. They're neck and neck right now. Depends on how this one dries down. These two are neck and neck, but right now my favorite in terms of smell is still Intensely. So guys, that's about it for this first impression today. The bottom of the bottom line is that if this thing performs, and please, dear God, make it perform. If it doesn't perform, it would be such a waste of a good fragrance. This one, I really like it so far. The more I smell it, the more I really like it, and I hope that it performs. Because if it performs, it'd be really good release. So hoping that it performs. I'm actually super excited to wear this one out throughout the day today and give you guys more updates in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this first impression so far. If you guys have tried Stronger With You Freeze, let me know down in the comment section below. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and bye.